This your boy JB Trap House Boxing, man. I'm back again with another video. This is my thoughts on the Jacobs versus Arias, Luis Arias fight, man. Shout out to Danny Jacobs, for performance. He did, what he was allowed to do. And shout out to Louis Cuba, man. He didn't do anything wrong in this fight. It's just that, stylistically and, due to him being limited to the tools that he got, it just wasn't enough, to beat Danny Jacobs, man. His only wing of the prayer was to land that big shot. And he knew that, and John David Jackson knew that. Shout out to the whole LDBC, man. Luis Arias is the type of guy that it's very extremely hard to look good against this guy. Just with his style, I got to give him credit for his defense, man. I mean, I thought he got pretty good defense. He knows how to narrow the target very good. Keeps his elbows in nice and tight, high guard, but he keeps his gloves to his chin real close too. So it kind of makes his output real, delayed-ish. It's kind of hard for him to return fire, but that's his style. It is what it is. But Danny Jacobs, I thought he was just, hunting for that right hand a little bit too much. At some points it looked like he was just looking for the knockout, but he did a good job of applying the pressure on Luis Arias. All night long, Danny Jacobs was applying the pressure. And one thing I can say, and Luis can say this too, Danny Jacobs didn't run. He didn't go nowhere all night. He had Luis Arias doing the backpedaling. He was being the stalker. He was the hunter, and Luis Arias was the hunted. But Luis Arias was throwing some good body shots at Jacobs, man. Jacobs was catching a lot of them too as well. And Jacobs landed a few some good body shots on Arias, man. Every time he would land body shots on Arias would grab. And that's the thing. Arias, I thought he did a good job of being able to rough up Danny Jacobs when he wanted to, and Danny Jacobs wasn't able to do the same thing in return. I think Danny Jacobs was being a little bit too nice in the clinch, knowing that Arias was letting go dirty shit. He was hitting after the break and all that. I thought Danny Jacobs should have been pulled the mean streak out a long time ago and returned the favor. He did it a couple of times, but he just didn't stay committed to it. I think if Danny Jacobs, could have poured on the gas a little bit more, he could have got Louis Cuba, at least on the canvas. I don't know if he would have got him out of there. But at the same time, he knows that Louis Cuba is dangerous in exchanges, so he didn't want to, leave himself too open. Because Louis can, catch you with some shit and make you, think. He has, seemed like he got like a little heavy hands, the way he has the woof on them shots that he be throwing, especially when he miss, you could tell. You could hear the woof behind it. But, I believe Cuba did something with his right foot, man. The last couple of rounds, he hurt himself. He wasn't able to, it didn't make a difference anyway, whether his foot was hurt or not, he was still going to lose. But I thought Danny Jacobs did a pretty good job of controlling Louis Cuba with the jab, just, controlling the range, keeping him under the pressure, just working, just keeping the jab in his face. Whether if it was touch jabs, throwaway jabs, whatever. He just kept it there, keeping that range finder on him. And it was hard for him to open up Cuba. You know, he even with him switching to southpaw and stuff like that, it was still kind of hard for him to find, you know, some clean shots on Cuba. But you know, due to, you know, what was in front of him and what Cuba gave him, I thought Daniel Jacobs did a good job. Like I said, Cuba, he didn't do anything wrong in this fight. He just don't have the tools to defeat a Daniel Jacobs. That's what the whole bottom line is, you know. Outclassed, outmatched. You know, Dan Jacobs just on another level. Where does Cuba go from here? I don't know. It's some fights out there for him. You know, there's fights out there for Cuba. But hopefully Dan Jacobs can get the win out of Lemieux and Billy Ho. That'll be a pretty interesting matchup if whoever he fights out of those two. So that'll be pretty interesting. And who knows? Hopefully we can see Charlo get in the mix to these guys too with these HBO middleweights. But all in all, that's all, you know. It's pretty much what I got out of the fight, what I've seen. And that's pretty much it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Always hit that like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna get back at y'all again. Holla.